Hi. Today we're going to talk about the Lincoln assassination, and we're here with my grandson, Aiden. Hi, Aiden.
Ah,
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. Okay, we all know that Abraham Lincoln was assassinated and John Wilkes Booth was involved, and we're going to look at a couple of conspiracy theories. Remember, a conspiracy theory is not a negative thing. Some conspiracies are true and some of them are false. So we need to look at how do we evaluate these. Okay, so Aiden, here's one conspiracy theory about the assassination of Abraham Lincoln in 1865. John
Hmm.
Wilkes Booth plotted with other people to assassinate President Lincoln. Booth and others were caught and convicted of the assassination. So the conspiracy theory is that Booth was part of a conspiracy. Do you
Yeah.
think that that is true? And you are 100% definitely true, 75% probably, 50-50, 25% probably not true, and zero definitely not true.
I'd say probably about a 75. I think
75. You
there's a
think it's
pretty high
probably true.
possibility. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Why do you think that?
Um, well, I read the book, which is pretty much all my knowledge about it. I read Chasing Lincoln's Killer. And there was a decent amount of stuff based on him plotting with other people, but
Okay.
I'm not
So you
really
have
sure because
some,
it was a book.
okay. Well, you have some prior knowledge, which is good. Okay. So now let's
Yeah.
look at some evidence. And again, I'm not exhaustive in the evidence, but it give you some idea. So I'm going to read a few pieces of evidence, and then you're going to say, okay, I'm going to keep it at 75%. I'm going to go up or down. Okay. So at the same time that President Lincoln was being shot, Booth's compatriot, that is his friend that he was working with, Lewis Powell, unsuccessfully attempted to assassinate the Secretary of State, William Seward. So that's one piece of
Yep.
evidence. Two, after the assassination, Booth fled along with David Harold. He, Booth, had his leg treated by his friend, Dr. Mudd, before fleeing again. And the third one, eight of
Friendly
Booth's
sort of loosely.
co-conspirators stood stood trial together. Four were hanged, four were imprisoned. Ninth conspirator was later freed by a hung jury. So eight out of the nine
Oh,
were convicted. Okay,
yeah.
so with this evidence in mind, what do you think? You going to go up or down or stay the same?
I'm not certain about it being true, but I'm pretty sure it's true. I'm gonna stay at 75. I think that's pretty reasonable.
Well, you can change it to 90. You can change it to 85. I mean, it doesn't have to be
I'll
75
change
or
it to
100.
85 then.
So
85
you're
then.
more confident.
Yeah, I'm more confident, but I'm not certain because
Right.
there's
Okay.
counter evidence.
I like that about you. Okay. So here's a second conspiracy. This one is, again, 1865, assassination of Lincoln. Here's the conspiracy theory. Secretary of War Stanton was the mastermind of the plot by John Wilkes Booth and others to assassinate President Lincoln. Secretary of War Stanton, who was appointed by President Lincoln to that post, wanted to overthrow Lincoln and used Booth to assassinate the president. So it wasn't Booth that ran the plot, it was the Secretary of War, Stanton. So where would you put this one on the timeline of 100% to zero?
I'm almost certain that's not true, but I'll put that at like, well, I guess that's fair. I'll put 35.
35%. Okay. All right. So now let's look at some evidence. And the evidence is going to go in two directions here. Okay.
Okay.
So this is an argument by the people who have suggested the conspiracy theory. Um, the person who originated the conspiracy claim about Secretary of War Stanton, Otto Esquimel, made several arguments. Stanton had hired the bodyguard of Lincoln, so that's one, who happened to be absent at the moment of the assassination. He went away from his guard. He was guarding behind the booth um, at the play.
Oh,
Two, a bridge was left open when the police sealed off the area after the assassination, a bridge over which Booth escaped. So
yeah,
in Washington, you have to get out of the city, you have to go over bridges. And they closed off all the bridges except one,
except
and
for that
the
one.
Booth escaped over that bridge.
Yeah, I know about
When
that.
when Booth was found, the police shot and killed him, thus preventing Booth from revealing that Stanton was behind the plot.
Hmm.
And several pages were ripped out of Booth's diary, which may also have incriminated Stanton. Okay,
Oh,
so that's one piece of evidence. What do you think now?
that actually, I didn't know some of that. And also, it reminded me a lot of the stuff that I learned in the book. I'll bring it up to 50.
50-50. So you still think it's a little shaky. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So here's some more evidence. Um, The bodyguard was tried for leaving his post, but was acquitted by a jury. The telegraph, also, one of the pieces of evidence was a telegraph went down at the time of the assassination. The telegraph that went down was run by a private company, had nothing to do with the War Department, so it had nothing to do with Stanton. The bridge
Okay.
remained open because there were no soldiers near it when the order went out. So they ordered the bridges to be closed, and the soldiers that were near each bridge went to it, and there happened to be no soldiers near this one bridge over which he escaped. And Stanton ordered that Booth be taken alive.
Hmm. Okay.
What do you think?
This is the same one from before where it's 50-50, right?
Yes. So
Okay.
you want to go down or up or what?
And I'm still not really sure. I think I'll stick with like, well, I'll go up a little. I'll go 55.
Okay.
So
Why?
not much. Um, well, the War Department. Yeah, they didn't really have anything to do with them. I don't know. I'm just sort of shaky on the topic.
Right,
Hmm.
which is what people deal with all the time. They get these
Yeah.
conspiracy theories and they don't know much about it. And the question is, what do you do when you get a conspiracy theory? Like you had never heard of, wait, the Secretary of War was behind it? That's something new for you and you don't know much about it. So you have to kind of
Yeah.
figure it out, okay? What do you notice about the evidence for it? Is there,
For it?
yeah, like
Um,
showing that Stanton might have been behind it?
yeah, I think there was sort of a pattern there, but
Okay.
well,
Any direct evidence tying Stanton to it?
I don't think so, no. I
Okay.
don't think
All right.
directly.
So you're seeing a pattern, which again happens a lot in conspiracy theories where people see a pattern, but you don't see any direct evidence tying
Yeah.
Stanton to the plot. Okay. It's
Not
what?
not personally. I don't think it is direct.
Okay. All right. So your final number is
Mm, 65.
65. Okay. Well, that's a couple of examples of conspiracy theories around the assassination of Lincoln, and this is how we do it. Normally, we would go through the what do I call it? The guidebook conspiracy detection kit, but we didn't have time to do that, and I thought I would just focus on the evidence. So that's how we would do it in class. We'd just have the students decide what they think and then argue about which evidence they were looking at. Okay, well, thank you, Aiden. I appreciate it, and that's it for today.
Thanks for inviting me.
You're welcome. Bye.